It's true. So this is the official documentation which has got all references which you will use to refer to. Always call on me if there's any doubt. Call on me to ensure you get any detail that's not very clear. Like what you spoke about, what I did read, that was just verbal. Yeah. Okay. I find that's all. The other issues maybe we shall have. Walkie-talkie, that's for the official communication walkie-talkie for the division commander. So, this is the satellite phone, the official satellite phone. It has $280 in it. It's ready for it. This is also the official stamp for the division commander, and it is always your tool for any documentation. And this is the interoperability communication from the FRDC. Unfortunately, I didn't use it at all. I don't know how, because I could not speak Lingala, but it has got all its charges inside there. But if you go to the field, if you switch it, you put it on, you'll hear them speaking in Lingala. Then this is the Airtel line, the official division commander's Airtel. It has money, they all have money on. But unfortunately, I didn't use them also, but they're all on. This also is Airtel line. The incoming Mountain Division Commander, Maj.Gen Richard Otto. The Deputy Mountain Division Commander, Brigadier General Stephen Mugerwa. The Commando Brigade, SFC, Brigadier General Asaf Mwetwisi. Brigadier General Kasaija Air Force, the Wing Commander, Entebbe Air Base. The Regional Police Commander, Regional Prisons Commander, all the brigade commanders, all officers, the local leaders, the RDCs, RCCs from the Kingdom of Toro, and the rest of our people, and the fraternity of the bigger Rwenzori region. You're most welcome to this function. My name is Maj.Gen Dick Olum. I am the outgoing Mountain Division Commander. It's once more a time to come and stand in this podium and hand over as I received for the past 19 months, for the past 1 year and 9 months from Lieutenant General Kayanja Muhanga. First of all, I'd like to welcome General Richard Otto. And this division is one of the most unique divisions, and it is one of the most operational division of the UPDF. It therefore requires a lot of liaison, consultation, and looking at both a strategic and the tactical levels to ensure you perform to the expectations of the strategic leadership. General Richard and our population, this is not something that's in the UPDF, and normally in entire military. There is time for coming and there is time for going. And in the military, it's not you who decides when to go or where to go. In the military, there is one and only, the strategic leadership. I would have said the commander-in-chief, yes. But of course, there is the authority that is vested to the president that decides who goes where and where, when and where. I want to say to General Richard Otto, in total sincerity and truth in my own self, I want to assure you that the leadership, especially the strategic leadership, reserves the right to relocate, displace, and reassign you at any time, place, environment. General Richard Mine has come after a very wonderful, productive expose and elusive tour of duty of this most dreaded, I use the word dreaded, Mountain Division, very prestigious, action-packed, that has been something that I've loved throughout all the time that I've commanded this division. I will definitely cherish the great memories and thoughts of memories throughout my entire remaining life in service and on earth. History is already written in black and white and on the global media that once again a tour of duty has come to an end and we must move on. The new roles are not known to me other than you who will have to brief me, but the confidence of the leadership, both from CLF, CDF and the Commander-in-Chief, in me makes me believe that I could achieve it. I have added very little to the great job my predecessor did, and I'm very confident that you, General Richard Otto, whom I very well know as one of our greatest commanders, will definitely make the best and even better than me from where I have stopped. Not only me, but all of us must be ready to face the greatest principle of war, leadership and command, which is called flexibility. I will forever remain grateful for having known all of the people I've worked with, all the commanders I've worked with, every person in Fort Portal, Rwenzori region, the kingdom, the city, the local leaders, the soldiers whom I commanded. I will forever be grateful for them. And I always keep in my mind that the biggest fun I have ever had in this division, one was running after the ADF, but the second one was the comradeship and the spirit the core I had with the officers, especially for those of you who supported Manchester United, though we lost. It has been hand over to you, a very wonderful corps of officers, very enthusiastic, very self-relying, classic commanders. The only challenge you will have is if you don't support Arsenal, because most of them are Arsenals. But I'm sure you will take it up with them very well. So at this gesture, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call forward Major General Richard Otto, who has come to replace me, and to introduce him to you, and just say a few words, and then we invite the CLF to come and cross it, to crown the day. General Richard, come and say some hi to these people shortly.
Thank you, General Dick. Unfortunately, I don't have a team to support, so I will be neutral. And I want the officers, especially the Arsenal fans, to relax. Yeah. The Commander of Land Forces, sir. The Deputy Division Commander, all generals, senior officers, and appointed leaders. The media family, and all officers and men of Mountain Division, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. General Dick, sir, I really want to thank you for doing all the wonders for the 1 and 9 months you have taken in this division. He has already introduced me, but once again, Major General Richard Otto. Before coming here, I was in Juba, South Sudan, sharing security supervisory mechanism, which represents our president, who is also the guarantor to South Sudan West Africa. So just like you said, I will handle the rest later. Commandant Forces, sir, at this particular juncture, I don't have much, but before that I want to say the following few words. First of all is to thank General Dick for inviting our civilian leaders. For those who may not know the history of National Resistance Army and UPDF, we came from the population. We are where our president had only 27 fighters, meaning all these UPDFs you see today, they originated from the population, and when we retire, we go back to them. So thank you so much for coming to grace this occasion. We in UPDF, we regard civilians as our very important partners. Apart from our constitutional obligation of providing security to the nation and keeping them, we are like fish and water. Without civilians, we cannot survive. So I will, at a point time, I will call on you in your offices so that we know each other, and we need you to make us succeed in these operations, both inside here and in Congo. We have just been from handover exercise, which was well conducted by the Command of Land Forces. That is part of the UPDF culture. You don't just escape from this division, so General Dick. This is the formal way of handing over, and we do it openly so that the population, they know. And thank you, media, for covering that exercise. I'm aware of the operations in Congo. I'm aware of the challenges we shall handle, and I'm going to build on the achievements which was started by the commander of land forces, who was the first commander of this division and Operation Shujja in Congo. So, sir, with your guidance, I want to assure you that we are going to do that. This operation would not have been successful if we were not allowed by the government of the Democratic Republic of Congo. So I would like to thank the President, the FRDC, our counterparts, and the population. The most important thing is the population for accepting us to operate in Eastern DRC. Thank you so much. And then finally, once again, to thank our Commander-in-Chief, who is also the President of the Republic of Uganda, for appointing me the Commander of Mountain Division. I've come to stay here, we shall always be together, and then at the appropriate time, we shall have time and interact. So for now, without wasting time, since the Command Land Forces has a very tight program, let me end up here, and thank you so much for your attention.
All senior officers here and the men of the Mountain Division. Today marks another milestone in our operations against the ADF. I don't remember the period I spent here. I think almost 2 years. Yeah. When we started this operation, these changes you are seeing are normal. In the army we call it tour of duty. Major General Richard Otto is coming in from South Sudan, as he had told you. And now Major Gen Dick Olum is also going to replace him in South Sudan where he was working. It's normal, because me, before I came here, I remember I was coordinator of elections, coordinator of security forces in Kampala. You remember that time of elections? I had commanding is that this division is very, very important, and we have successfully dealt with our threat in Eastern DRC. Thanks for the UPDF, that is Mountain Division, and the FADAC forces in the DRC, where since we started this operation, we have been achieving a lot of successes against our enemies in DRC. Although they have been crossing this end because of the pressure, a few groups that have managed to cross, I don't think any has gone back. Those who have crossed Uganda and tried to cause some havoc, thinking that we are disorganized here, they find a very organized security system, and every time they have entered, they have not gone back. Either they are killed or captured. You remember the group that came to Ntoroko here? All 51, no one went back, including their commander. So you must have a lot of confidence in the security forces here. In Eastern DRC, for your own information, especially you, the civilian leadership here in Kabarole, since we attacked the camps that had been stayed, that had ADF camps that had occupied permanent positions for over 2 decades, we routed all those camps alongside the border with Uganda. The number of guns captured from the ADF are very many. Those put out of action, we cannot talk about that at this time. But the UPDF has done a very, very great job there. The civilian population in the Eastern DRC have gone back to their homes, right from these other areas of Mboga, those areas of Maribong, those areas of Zunguruka, those areas of Kainama, those areas of Chabi, come down to Nobil. Nobil is just across in Sunga. When you go south, areas of Lose, Kambi, Yanguzi, those areas of Mwenda, those areas of Mwenda, people are back in the villages. When you go down south of Kasindi, southwest of Kasindi, those areas of Kahuruma, those areas of Mwarika Valley, people are back, farming, schools have opened, churches have opened. So there is really very good success in all the 3 sectors, because we divided that area operationally into 3 sectors, sector 1, sector 2, and sector 3. Now we are in sector 4, northwest of Beni, those areas of Luna,